Alright guys, sorry it's been a while. This is a bit of an update. Unfortunately I got fairly unwell recently and been very busy with work, so I haven't been able to record much. And unfortunately also as well, my pufferfish has been rather unwell. I'll give you an update about him in a second, but it's been a bit of a nightmare, put it that way. They've had this mystery illness. It sort of was like a fungus looking disease, so I treated it with antifungal initially and didn't have any effect, and he was looking more and more ill, and I will be honest, I did get a little bit stressed about it, and I was really starting to worry. But I've tried antibacterial now, and it appears to be a bacterial infection that's eating away at his skin. But he seems to be recovering now after the treatment, so I'll give you an update on him now. Well, there he is, looking a lot happier and healthier than he was, but I'm not sure if you can see. I'll try and zoom in. That little white mark in his nose is now turned into this little clump. It used to be a lot worse than that. He used to have a lot more of them, but luckily with the antibacterial treatment it seems to have cleared up, and he seems to be a lot better and out of focus constantly. Why must you go towards the glare, man? If I'm totally honest with you, the reason why I haven't uploaded for a while is because it is a complete show in here. I got halfway through organising a new rack and sort of transferring over things from different tanks to take it down different tanks, and then ended up catching COVID. And I didn't want to do much after that. I had to continue working, unfortunately. So yeah, it was sort of work on top of COVID as well. So trying to do that and also do the general maintenance and trying to do videos on top of that just was not happening, unfortunately. But I'm back, kind of, as much as I can be. But I'll give you a bit of a show tour. Yeah, let's call it that. So, this whole left-hand side of the tank is completely empty. There's nothing on those racks. And I sort of transferred them all over into these racks on here, into these tanks. So I've got my blues in here. So we'll see those guys. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Ooh, that guy's got a bit of a funky red head. As you can see, we're still getting babies as well. Quite a few babies in there. And an ungodly amount of snails, as always. Then we got the chili rasbora still in their very algae filled tank, which to be honest I don't think they actually mind. They seem to appreciate it and they're thriving at the moment, so don't change it if it isn't broke, or whatever you say. I don't know how the saying goes. I have no shame, I'm keeping that in. So this is the one that I'm most excited about. This is the new cherry shrimp tank, which I hope if it'll get into focus, and we'll hopefully get a lot of babies out of this tank. I've transferred quite a few tanks and condensed them down all into one. As you can see, there are quite a few babies in there, and I'm hoping for a few more. Now down here is an interesting one. We've got possibly one of the oldest pets that I have, and you can kind of see her leg back there. I'm not going to get any closer because she's very skittish. But that is the leg of a panther crab. I'll see if I can try and get a slightly better shot, but I don't want to spook her. She's just sitting at the back there, hence the tank is half full. To the yellows, which it's very yellow lighting in here, so it doesn't help. But you can see these guys chilling at the back. And yeah, I'm going to pause the video before I stand up because I'm going to make old man noises, which I'm sure you don't want to hear. And here we've got the crayfish, which is in a new tank. Got a bit of cyanobacteria, but I've actually seen it munching on it, so I'm sort of tempted to leave it because it seems to actually keep it as a nice little snack. So yeah, he seems to enjoying it. Interestingly, as I've moved over to this tank and I've seen it eating cyanobacteria, it seems to have actually got more blue, and for some reason doesn't want to get into focus. Up next is my favourite man, Mr. Dio, who's still begging for food. You give him food and he begs for more, and you give him food and he begs for even more. And guess what? When you give him that food, he begs for more. Give it a rest, mate. And I sort of figured there's no point sort of showing you the rest of the tanks because it's probably something you haven't seen already. Now, I've got a couple of video ideas in mind. I was thinking, I live in an area where I have quite hard water, and obviously as a shrimp breeder, I've sort of taken into consideration that fact. I have an RO unit. But I was sort of thinking, I've heard several people talk about the fact that, well, Neocaridina shrimp seem to thrive in harder water. So maybe that could be an idea, like an experiment possibly. Or I could do an experiment on the different types of foods and how they affect the colours of shrimp. And funny enough, I got the idea from the crayfish, with how that changed colour. Whether that's actually due to change of environment or whether it was down to the cyanobacteria, I don't know. So yeah, all I can do is apologise for the fact that I haven't been around, and I will try and upload more regularly. I will be honest, I'm a bit stumped for ideas at the moment, but let me know what you guys want to see. Cheers.